All right. Looks like we are live.
All right,
And
and Gerald versus Spear for the next series.
yep, on Lost and Found is a very balanced map. I've heard a lot of pros be like, this map is like the new standard map.
Oh yeah,
I agree with them. I think this is the my favorite map to play on. If you take an average of all my games, like and all the matchups, I like this map the best. I think it's a
yeah, no,
great,
it's a
yeah.
pretty solid map.
At first, when I saw this map, without looking at the middle, I thought this was a remake of Lost. Wait, not Lost Temple, but the other like Wings of Liberty map that you would have never heard of because you joined in
Hmm
2017. But it was a very similar map to this. I gotta show you sometime. That was a great map. But all right, let me just see a gateway and nothing cheesy coming out for either player.
Yeah, no proxies, which is very common in this matchup. So kind of a bit surprising there, but Spear isn't one of those people who proxies every series. You get people like Maru who does it basically all the time. Future does it basically all the time, but not everyone does. Spear doesn't.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Spirit. I think I've seen him do it before against Zerg, but I can't
yeah, he
like.
has some proxy racks, but he's done proxies in TVP as well. It's just not
Hmm
a super common thing for him.
I mean, against Protoss, it's usually just a single racks into
Yeah, yeah, just get the
like
proxy reaper and
yeah.
that's it. I'm trying to delay the natural CC a bit. I mean, it doesn't matter as much as it would versus Zerg, but
Look at that. He just
still a bit something.
plops it down right to the left of where it
It's
should
off
be.
there.
Um, Not a big deal at all. He can just lift
No.
up. So he does need to save this SCV though. That's
Yeah, if that
not
SCV
good.
goes down, that's a really big deal, and
This
it's getting pretty close, but
okay. The Reaper
we'll
does
save it.
sort of a bait there as Spear. You know, got the in some way. I don't know if he's trying to, but he got the probe to stick around long enough to die to a Reaper. And
Yeah. So Gerald's doing a great opening, though. You don't see it often, but they make a Zealot to try to delay the natural even more. And, I mean, that's so wounded. He should be able to get a delay on it as long as it gets in there.
that was a very stealthy zealot. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit too stealthy. I think he delayed it a bit too much out of the Reaper, but he still gets the Adept out on time.
Well,
His natural is a
I
little
don't
bit
know.
delayed as a result, but
The Reaper is so far across the map that this zealot's gonna kill the
oh
SCV.
yeah,
In the meantime, the Reaper is doing some serious like poking and getting some SCVs or some probes low, but I don't know how has he gotten any kills. He's gonna get his
he
first kill.
had. No, he's about to get a second, but
Yeah, you're
he already
right.
has
He's
one
already
kill.
has one kill. That's pretty good.
The Adept started off running across the map, and then it decided to turn around, which was a bit of indecisiveness out of Gerald. There's a lot of value in sending it across the map, no doubt, but I think that was a bit of a mistake. 2 worker kills is a few too many.
I'm a little
Marines are
surprised this zealot's still wailing away at the CC. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Like, it has a
no,
lot of
he
HP,
will take
but
it down.
you do want to start actually building the CC as soon as possible. It is a quite delayed.
Oh, and he delays it
natural
even a bit more there.
killing
As
that. Oh
Spear,
my God,
Spear doesn't realize. Oh my goodness.
There we go. He
All
sent
right.
it back. So yeah, as you can see, the Spear is finally going to finish this building.
That's such a huge deal, though. Already 5 workers up, and it's 2 more workers worth of build time to get the orbital. So that's definitely just going to be hurting a lot. Gerald has a good eco advantage, and it's not really an aggressive style out of Spear right now. He's doing a 2-on-1. Yeah, I mean, you don't see 2-on-1 a lot versus Protoss, but he's just doing it. Just a standard enough build. Maybe he
Yeah.
gets some really good damage with the Marines, but
This is I want to say it's like a comeback mechanic. He's not doing this, uh, like I don't know. Maybe he thought his economy was delayed too much, and like the 2-on-1 is not slowed down when you have a slow natural because the 2-on-1 gets out
it doesn't.
pretty much every single unit before the CC even works. Right? It's like yeah,
Yeah,
the
pretty
reactor
much.
thing. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm just theorizing.
Ooh, bold shade. I don't think he's gonna get any kills with it. Yeah, don't think that was worth it.
Yeah, he almost gets a kill, but nope, that's a free adept. He's pretty happy with that, and the 2-on-1's already out. It's like This is a very low
About on time, yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like not even slowed down. You see, against Zerg, it hits at 5 minutes or maybe a
Yeah.
few seconds after 5, and that's exactly what's happening against Protoss. The 5 Stalkers are scary, but only against the Medivacs. And
Yeah, if he can unload into the main, he's in a great spot.
I think
But
this build is a great counter to Blink. I don't know if he ever saw Blink, but he's certainly countering it because, like, again,
that is going to be the issue,
Stalkers
though.
are great against killing, like, against, like, jumping on the medevac before it unloads, but against Biostalkers, don't do so well.
No. Now, he might have an issue getting out of here as Blink did finish, but he's going to try to trade against these Stalkers as much as he can. I mean, he's going to wound a lot of them, not really kill too many, though, with Blink.
Pretty good micro from both sides, really, but eventually...
Yeah, loses 6 Marines for the pylon and 5 workers. I would say it's worth it.
Yeah, he played that super well. But
Oh, is he going to end up actually... He's going to lose a lot here.
No, he's going to get out. He's only losing 3 Marines. He left, or was it 4? I don't know, but it does get out. It's sort of the trade-off there. He didn't want to lose any medevacs no matter what, so he just dropped a couple.
Yeah, that is the important thing. Observer watching everything. Maybe going to get dimmed down. It keeps making noise, so there's the potential that Spears hurt it.
It's just out of range of the turret, I think, of the detection range, and he just...
Yeah.
I don't know if Spear is aware. He probably heard it, though, again.
He
does make noise.
might have.
Do you remember when observers made noise, like, no matter what? Even when they're not, like...
No, I wish I would played during that era. That'd be nice. Gonna have to cancel his third. That's really
Wait,
bad
no,
for Spear.
it was a recent... Wait. Have they... Maybe I'm crazy.
When they added the new
I think when
mode,
they added
it was
the noise-
louder.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they nerfed the noise.
Yeah, they made the noise quieter, but the noise is only since the since they added that new mode. So bunker's going down pretty late for this, but I guess it's gonna help him hold the tanks here. Yeah, no need for that bunker. You have to be really careful those stalkers don't catch him on a flank because they are set up really well to pick those tanks off.
The thing is, it's actually not going to go well. I'm pretty sure the Spear is going to win here because
I agree.
Those stalkers were not in the greatest position. They're sort of out of the way, and right now the stalkers aren't doing anything. And like as you can see, the bunkers,
they could jump on this tank pretty easily, but they're missing the opportunity to.
Yep.
More production goes down.
Well, nice free tank, but it's not going to be worth it in the end. Like.
Yeah, I mean, there's another tank out here now. Cyber goes down, and how many gates are actually powered at the moment? There's 3. I mean, that's all right, but that's not huge production. He needs more.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, that's GG.
Spear takes game 1 with an interesting 2-on-1 opening. Obviously, early game he got a free adept and actually some probes with that Reaper, so worked out for him against that Stalker opening. Stalkers are just terrible against bio units.
Yeah, they really are. And I mean, that is kind of the benefit of a 2-on-1 style build, is that it really comes to an all-in if you choose to do that with it. But
so let's see if I have time right before the next game to add a window capture.
you have something up on the stream, by the way. I just noticed it towards the end. Something in the top left corner.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was the browser view that I didn't mean to add. What? I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was added. That's strange. All right, let's go to editor. Yeah. All right. Okay. Somehow I think that this is about to take about 3 minutes. Like, I'm not saying that because it's going to disconnect, but Streamlabs is so slow right now. All right, let's remove this. See, like every time I click, it's like it takes like 20 seconds to register. It said an
That's
error
odd.
trying to. It's just a laptop, like.
Yeah, well, you don't need to totally remove it. You can just click the little eye that's next to it.
True,
and hide
but
it.
I'd rather remove it because it.
And if you're hiding it, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but it might take CPU or something.
No, if you hide it, it doesn't. It won't run it.
Actually, you can still click on it in the editor.
Oh, in
not,
the editor you can, yeah, but if you're not in the editor, it doesn't
right,
matter.
it's just a lot. It's a lot better to remove it. It's not like I need it in the future anyway. All right, it's gone now. So in 3 minutes, the blip will be gone. Although I'm worried because my Streamlabs temporarily said not responding, that the stream got cut off there. Let's see. Actually, no, it's still running, but
Okay, that's good.
I'm getting a StarCraft not responding. This is like,
That's normal. It is StarCraft.
yeah, very normal. I do want to wait for the program to respond. Windows, thank you. All right, getting started. Loading into Acid Plant. I think this map is it's pretty good standard map. Doesn't really favor like any race, except for it does lend a slight advantage to mech, but
There's
really,
some strong tank places, yeah, but that's about it.
and Protoss is decent at dealing with mech. I think you don't see mech that often against Protoss. You see it against Zerg way more frequently, but yeah. So it should be pretty even going into things here.
Oh, Spear. You know, I see a lot of people do proxies on this map. I've always thought that's weird, right? Because this isn't the best proxy map. You don't have a Reaper jump up point or anything.
Yeah, but it is rare to scout a proxy on this map. This map's so
That
large.
is true.
And like, there's too many places the racks could be. Like, I've seen Zergs freak out and send their overlords like south and like then to the right, and they'll still miss the proxy because like it's not clear on where it's ever gonna be. And like this probe scout is gonna confirm the build, but not until the racks are like almost done. Because once the probe gets over and he sees nothing, it's very obvious what is actually going on.
Yeah, or the probe scout's gonna give him a good idea. So it'll all be how he responds to it. I mean, he needs to not be throwing down the Nexus yet. He needs to get a Cyber Core instead, I would say. That way he can start getting his Adepts out a bit faster. Looks like that is exactly what he's going to be doing. Gets the Zealot as well, of course.
Yep. And so far so good. I guess for both sides, nothing's really happened. The action has gone, not like on. I don't know what word I was looking for. But
the action hasn't started yet.
It hasn't started. And
so is he gonna try to get bunkers? Maybe.
Yeah, you got to see a bunker here, because if you don't make a bunker, then like, what are you doing with your life right now? Like,
yeah.
Because the Marines aren't very good against Zealots, period.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice those Marines and not Reapers being made. Oh, he's going to have a hard time getting it up. That's a good position for the SC so far, but yeah, big worker pool.
I don't like the bunker placement.
And bunker goes down, doesn't even get canceled.
You need to put it on the low ground. Like, it sounds kind of weird because but like the low ground bunker isn't
It's safer.
Not only is it safer, but like you can deny the natural from coming up, and that's sort of like that's all you can hope to do. You can't hope to put a bunker on a high ground. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like even on the low ground, at least where he has that first, it won't Stalker shut it down so easily, and that's about to end up happening here from the.
Yeah, and like Zealots are Zealots are the perfect answer to Marines. Like, it's actually disgusting how bad Marines are against Zealots.
Well, unupgraded Marines. But, yeah.
You know that Stalker killed the SCV while the Zealots poked. So like.
Yeah, no, real good control there from Gerald. And I mean, what's on the other side of the map? A factory is starting up, but it's not a phenomenal position for Spear. He's definitely not out. But he needs to delay the natural a little bit longer, and maybe he gets that worker kill. Yeah,
that's a very nice pick off from Spear, but
the big issue is the tech at this point. With the Robo done and more coming down, Gerald's going to be in a better position to do some counter pressure. Because I mean, there's the factory not even quite done yet, and these barracks going to have to float home.
We might see a number of strategies here. Probably what he's going to do is drop Immortals, but like it could be anything. We'll see. I really like the fact that he's gotten this Robo though. It's just so punishing. You know, he got actually all in. I think he could use the Immortals to bust the front of the that bunker is totally dead.
I think he could.
Immortals. We'll see though. He's
really gonna need Cyclones or Libs to deal with an Immortal, and I don't think he'd have either of those up. Looks like he's trying to get tanks though. He has the tech lab on the factory.
Oh, he's gonna actually get
Banshees.
Banshees. That's a good answer too.
That's an
Banshees,
interesting call.
like they kind of beat Stalkers 1 versus 1, and like you don't have the firepower to like ever deal with them unless you make like straight Stalkers. Like and like you don't really want to go into an early game fight with an Immortal when it's getting like killed by a Banshee, right? Like, I don't know. Well,
It's an odd call though because he knows there's a Robo. So yeah, I mean a blind observer, not idea at all. A shield battery as well just to be safe. So it looks like Gerald's going to be very strong at home versus this. How it plays off against his army could go either way.
yeah, but look at this. He actually makes Stalkers. So this Banshee's actually not going to do it. I feel bad. Like, this is a perfect counter to what Spear is doing, and he didn't even try. Like, he just made some Stalkers, and, I mean, I'm sure that Gerald knows PvT much better than me, but, like, I would have considered that a little bit lucky to make
I like
straight
bringing
Stalkers
the
against Banshees.
Warp Prism, the Immortal into the main. I think that's a really smart idea. He's going to slow down that third CC, and now he gets a few more units in there. He could poke the front if he wants to with those Stalkers, but he needs to get something here to deal with the Banshee, though. That's going to kill the Immortal so fast.
So,
Oh my goodness,
the
Warp
Warp
Prism went
Prism
down
is
with the Immortal in it.
actually dead
Oh
right
my.
now. That's
But-
super bad, but, you know, it's not
The
over.
front is broken open. No.
Gerald has not gone all in. He's actually continued to make probes, and he took a base. So, like,
Oh, he might get the Banshee right here, but yeah, has the Observer there, so good pick off.
yeah, very nice. Very nicely done. You see, like, a fairly good setup in the main.
Actually, I like Spear's position a lot now. You know, he has the third CC done, so that's going to give him, even though he's a little bit behind on the extra mules
what I
and the
like,
workers.
Gerald is taking a third base. Like,
Well, he's posturing too. There we go. Let's say he hasn't started it yet, so Spear's going to equalize that worker difference, and with the mules as well, that's really important. But I think he's going to be able to start pulling ahead now. Now that he's kind of getting his production up, he's getting Stim and +1 started. And he
Yeah.
still has the Observer that's kind of watching everything. I think
the Observer could be on Observer mode. It would be a little bit
Mhm.
better right there. It's moving it away, though. So, yeah, now he puts
there
it.
he goes.
So, I guess Spear is getting, yeah.
Oh
with
my
that
goodness.
CC,
And he just catches the Banshee there.
He can cloak in time. There's,
Yeah, but it's still the damage, and now he knows another one coming. I mean, that's luck for Gerald, but that's good luck. He has another Observer queued up now, so.
as Milton somebody said, luck is the residue of design. So, you know, if you're a good player, you've designed the situations in which you get more lucky.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's why he had those Stalkers out there anyways, was watching for that. I say it's luck. I mean, it's part luck, but part of it, too, is, of course, strategy.
Look at that gateway explosion. Damn.
So many gates going down. But he's well set for it. He's at 2 base saturation. He's starting to get a third saturated. But yeah, Spear's up on workers.
Yeah,
And he's about to be mining from the third orbital, so.
I like his position. I think Spear has clawed his way out of a disadvantage by that early, like, Immortal War Prism death was just really good.
It was just too much.
Yeah, it was a
I
lot.
feel like maybe if he contained all of his army just to the front, he can do more damage, because splitting it up definitely did not work out there. Like, I was thinking it would, and I'm sure he was hoping it would.
Yeah, is he gonna push now? He does have actually stim and combat shields.
And he's about to have +1, yeah. Or he has +1, I'm sorry.
He already has +1 on the bio. Wow. Charge lots are good though. I don't think you should attack here. Of course, he doesn't
it's gonna be
see
hard.
The army. Oh, that tank is a dead one. All right.
That is, yeah. He'll keep the bio alive, though.
Yep. Bio.
Oh, maybe he's a Warp Prism, too. Yep. Snipes the Warp Prism off. Good pick off there.
A little bit of miscontrol by Gerald. He has to back off. There's no Zealots to tank. Might even lose.
Oh, and loses so many sentries.
Ah, that sucks. Yeah, but you know what? It's not over for Gerald. Usually, you do see in an even game that I think the Terran's generally up in supply slightly. I'm not really sure. but like when you're, I guess, on 3 bases as a Protoss, and like Gerald is, you're not too worried about dying most of the time. But oh my God, that's an Artemis.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is not a bad position at all. He's gonna get the Warp Prism as well.
Sure, that splash damage almost killed the Medivacs, but it didn't kill the Medivacs, and...
Oh my goodness, why is the mine still there?
The production...
Oh, Gerald. Gerald, you gotta kill this.
He's gonna kill it. I mean, he's gonna kill it. Like, there's no way... Oh, he's too focused on the front.
He's focused on the front. Oh, the Widow Mine might survive, and then it can run right into the mineral line.
Yeah, oh no.
Oh no, he killed it. Okay, yep.
But I don't think he has enough. I don't think he has enough to stop this army killing the 3rd base.
Yeah, I think the 3rd's definitely dead to that Marine Marauder, and
even these
this is really
like,
solid for Spear.
Yeah, this is
good mine hits means he can stay here, keep delaying the 3rd even more. He's up 13 workers.
Very decisive victory in the end. At first, it wasn't looking so great for Spear, but it's
a lot of zealots.
Like, yeah, right. He's just wrecking face.
I think he's gonna clean it up for now, but he is very far behind. Actually, I say this, but oh my goodness.
No, and like, look at this.
Spear might just have too much. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Marauders are helping a lot with the.
And he doesn't have his Storm just yet. He's gonna lose his High Templar for free.
Right before Storm. This is like literally seconds before Storm finishes, and his High Templar all pretty much die. He's gonna have one Storm available shortly, but it's only one, and it's not gonna stop this amount of bio here, as we do see.
No, workers not being pulled into the fight, and yeah.
It's not looking great. The 4th CC is actually on location, and like the economy of Spear is,
Yeah, Spear is so far ahead at this point. I'm waiting to see Gerald hold on, and I was thinking he would for a second. If he could have had a few more storms like that, maybe, but
but all his High Templar run down. It's like definitely over at this point.
And mines are gonna get some big hits here, maybe. A couple more workers. Yeah, Spear very convincing in that series.
Certainly. Now, I think we might have a rematch between Gerald and Game Time, depending on how well Game Time does in the lower bracket. That's exciting. Spear is like a long-time Platy-pro player. He's won several of them. I don't know the number, but I think it's more than anybody else. I'm pretty sure that's the right. But he definitely won the last one, and he's doing quite well this time around. As we see, so Lucifer, which is Game Time, if you do !bracket in the chat, you can see how that's going. He's up against the winner of Christianer and Camp, and I don't know if Christianer is actually here. So
I don't know either.
Actually, Camp just messaged me. I'm going to give him a walkover because it's been like way more than 10 minutes.
Okay. And I was about to ask him how long he's been waiting, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just hope he knows that it's Game Time, not Lucifer. But that's not a pleasant surprise to give people. But I was just like, yeah, you're gonna be against Game Time. You're good to go. So yeah, all right. Just gonna. Oh yeah. So now that we have some time on our hands, they're gonna veto, and I'm gonna add a window capture if my program doesn't die again. So yeah, the last few times I tried to do this and add like some window capture, my OBS like crapped out. So like I'm gonna try like one more time. If this doesn't work, I'll have it figured out next week. What the fuck? I just saw some users. The first 3 users of my chat need to be banned.
I'm actually not seeing your chat moving at all.
No,
I think it's a glitch on my side.
No, it's not the chatters. It's the viewers. That's what I meant. The
Oh, I can't see viewer list, so yeah,
you can't see viewer list. Oh, that's okay.
not on the app.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you're only watching through like an app, then yeah, probably not. It's often bugged out anyway. Like sometimes it doesn't work. But... Wait, Gerald's asking if ready. Wait, no. Oh, it must have been from before. Damn. Okay. So, I think my Streamlabs is still working. Yes.
Maybe there's still a stream going on.
Maybe. It's possible. And I just clicked window capture and it didn't crash. Yes.
So it's gonna be Blue Shift from map 1. Camp is a Zerg, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, ZVZ. That's not too surprising. Blue Shift is... I can see a lot of Zergs liking it.
I like Blue Shift. Once you break the rocks on Blue Shift, I think it's pretty good.
It's so open. Well, in a ZVZ especially...
Wait, am I thinking of Cerulean? I don't know.
Oh, no. Blue Shift is the one with all the rocks.
Okay. So, yeah, that's the one where you can easily get a, like, surround with the rocks broken and stuff.
Yeah,
But
you definitely can. And the watchtowers help out a lot, too, especially in Lingbane.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, we're gonna get started soon.
Yeah, looks like the players are hopefully ready.
Yep, caster's
I know Camp
always
is
ready.
just waiting on
guys.
game time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is always nice when players ask if the casters are ready, but realistically, casters are.
And even if we're not, like, you guys should start anyway.
Yeah.
Unless we're literally not in the game, but, like, the thing is...
If the casters are in the lobby, they're pretty much ready to go.
Yeah. Yep. So, sorry, I'm a little behind on this. I'm adding a source right now, and I really hope it doesn't, like, crash anything, but... I just need to select Chrome. Okay. There we go.
You're wondering why you're having issues with your computer. You're using Chrome. It's eating up all your RAM.
Yeah, whatever. That's total crap.
Uh-huh.
Do you use Mac? You're one of those guys,
Oh,
right?
no, I don't.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I have used Mac before. I won't, like, completely trust it. I don't like it, though, personally.
Yeah, I mean,
But...
I've used a Mac too, but...
I do like some of the Mac software. They have some really nice software for Mac.
Uh-huh.
But...
Yeah. Some of the video software I've heard is really good on Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it. But, okay, so... I just fixed everything. Now the stream should actually have the Platy-pro logo and everything. I love this entire stream is an experiment, guys.
I thought it had it at the beginning.
Maybe
but
I remember. I think when I restarted it, like for some reason the window capture like jumped to the front of my sources because I had to delete it because it was like being retarded. I don't know. It's been a struggle fest. That's all I gotta say. Anyway.
Yeah. So this game though, Camp opened pool first.
He's probably
and then Game Time didn't.
Game Time is a terrifying ZVZ player. Like
he is so good at it.
Oh yeah. Like I run into him on ladder. I'm just like, how does he do this? Like even if he macros, he's way ahead of me. And like when he's aggressive, he's so good at Lings and Banes. It's crazy. I always lose against him. Anyway, but Camp is also a good player. He's from Brazil and he's gonna be showing us what he got with some Lings and Banes. I know that a lot of Brazilian players are kind of known for their aggression, and at least as Zergs, like there's a couple really good ones actually. Eric is one of them, but Camp isn't also, I think, maybe on the same team. Not really sure. He's gonna see if he gets a cancel here. That's what he's looking for. I don't.
Yeah, he won't though. Game Time knows how to hold this kind of push with workers, or I would believe he would at least. So we'll see how he responds. He is getting a spine, which is a safe thing to do,
You know,
especially given that there's a Baneling nest coming down.
Actually, I think that he's gonna kill this if Game Time's not careful. He needs
Game
to
Time
probe.
needs to pull workers down, but he's not wanting to.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? Camp actually turned it around. I didn't like that because he had 8 versus 6. He could have fought.
Yeah, he can keep pressuring here. Without workers down here, this is going to be a hard hold for Game Time, but...
I think Camp wants to pull back. Oh yeah, so he's waiting for that speed there. Yeah, that was
Yep,
smart.
and he has
That was-
Banelings here as well. Queen's going to get
Actually,
surrounded.
yeah.
That's such a big kickoff.
This is looking quite good for Camp.
Yeah,
and you know
one
what?
Baneling's still alive, and
This is the
he's
lower
making it work.
bracket. This is the best of one here. Camp might pull a
Yeah.
fast one here. Knockout.
So he's
Game
not
Time.
finishing off the natural, so he's definitely just wanting to end it. I don't think he can do that, though. I think, yeah, he needs to just build up more army right now.
He's gonna kill the natural, which is very good already, but he did make the Baneling nest, which means he's even more all in, as that is, you know, and in Zerg versus Zerg, every single drone matters, and right now Camp is down 2 drones.
Oh, and this is the time to go in. Banes aren't done. The spine's not up. If he can jump on those Bane nests
Yeah, but
or Bane cocoons,
there's no way to know for him.
no.
And he
And that's
does
such a
have
big
to
risk,
back off, yeah. But you know what? Game Time has speed done. This is actually looking better for Game Time. He just needs to not die to Banelings. Those Banelings are so close. Oh,
Ooh.
if you get the
He
2
wants
versus
to
3
retake his
detonation-
natural.
Yeah, but if he takes his natural and there's 3 Banes next to it, the Banes can literally kill the natural, and that's like negative 300 minerals, right? So that would be terrible. So he has to be
And right now, Camp has his about halfway done, his natural. So he's really just trying to stall for time at this point.
The big problem for Camp right now is the counterattack could be deadly. But you know,
It
those
could.
I don't like the 4 Banes going back. I really wish the 4 Banes went for some drone kills. And I think he's doing that. Look at those Banes on top of the ramp. Those are going to be so crucial right now.
They can do so much damage. And he can just keep delaying this natural longer and longer here.
Definitely, he gets another cancel. That single Bane does a lot of damage as well.
Not quite the hits he needed, and he doesn't have
No,
enough
no,
here
no.
to defend.
Actually, Game Time's looking kind of good here. He does need
Yeah.
to be careful with what's going back at home. I think its natural's dying again. Definitely
Yeah.
looks like it. But I don't like Camp's position at his natural. So like, yeah, look at that. He
Yeah, I
dies.
mean, Camp loses his natural, and I think because he doesn't have a spine, he might take damage here.
And,
oh my goodness, so much damage
ridiculous
there.
Bane hit there. Ridiculous. And like,
Yeah,
but the queens are really powerful. They're not going down. They can always block the ramp if they need to. It only takes 2 queens to block the ramp. I don't know if he's gonna go for that. He might also just kind of.
he gets oh my, he gets 1, 2 workers.
The shift
Not
click
quite sure how many there.
is very good from Game Time right now. He's getting some serious worker damage. But I think he's behind in workers. Yeah, like Camp droned up a lot during his like siege of the natural of Game Time, that he's sort of ahead.
Yeah. Bane gets a
I
decent
don't
connection
know.
there, but
I'm so scared. Like Camp scaring me, like with his queens right now. He just needs to have them in better positions, but he never has them on the ramp, and it's like, why? Why would you do that, Camp? Just Camp. Yeah, there we go. Finally.
I think
he's
Camp with
gonna
the
block it off.
queens, yeah, he's gonna take his natural for real this time. But of course, it's about halfway done for Game Time.
It
They've
is
turned this
really,
around.
Yeah. It's really
The
behind.
interesting thing is the Roach Warren, I would say. That's, a third of the way done right now for Camp. But that could really matter so much in this low eco if he can get 5, 6 roaches out. This is a short rush distance, so could be very strong.
That it is
They
the
keep
drone
delaying the
goes
natural
down.
a bit.
No, he does
Oh, he
actually
saved
save
the
it.
drone.
Very important safety. It's very well done.
Yeah.
It's not like 3
And
days
Lings
are going
is-
to do anything. That's sort of a suicide, in my opinion, because you're not going to scout anything. You really can't.
He sees the Roach Warren, though.
Oh,
that's an
that's
important
true.
scout.
I bet Game
So-
Time's actually going to freak out and overreact. Like,
Yeah,
he
get a
just
Roach
threw down a Roach Warren. Right now he's worried about a Roach all in. He doesn't know if the eggs were actually producing roaches or not. And
No.
I don't think he's all-inning, though. So the only question now is whether Game Time overreacts. Oh, wait, no, he is building constant roaches. But he only has, like,
Yeah, Game Time needs Lings right now. Nothing but Lings so he can get roaches out. He has a big eco advantage. It's going to matter so much here if he can just hold on.
Yeah. This is crazy. You he almost won with that first attack, and then Game Time got the natural up. And now, as you can see, Game Time's so far ahead on the worker count. I don't know. It's definitely looking better for Game Time.
It is, and really, like, the roaches don't matter as much if they get across the map because there's such a strong defender's advantage in this kind of.
Yeah. I mean, this map is like not the smallest map in the pool.
No, it's not big either, but nevertheless, with such a small economy, that's gonna.
Wait, so you saw those hiding roaches? I don't know. Did Game Time see that? Oh, now he definitely does. So
he definitely knows.
I think Game Time knows exactly what's coming his way. But
yeah, I think a spine's a really good call. Maybe even a second one, really, if he gets the money for it.
If the spine is not in time, and the banelings connect, I actually kind of favor this for camp right now.
There's gonna be roaches out there for Game Time. Yeah, you can have
making,
Ravagers too.
He's making 3 Ravagers? That's insane. I don't know. This is gonna be a close hold right now. Like, usually I have some idea of how this is gonna go, but I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Ravagers
can go either way.
Ravagers can die just like that.
Oh, and the spine's gonna go down. Really, does any damage? Yeah, I think maybe got a single attack off.
Yeah, like the army
Camp might win here.
A lot higher right now for Camp, and Game Time doesn't have too much here.
Game Time can lose workers though. He is really far ahead, and that's gonna. He can just afford to keep trading for longer.
Right. This might be one of those moments where Camp might not win, but he could actually take a lead here. So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes. That's a lot of drones dying. I don't know. Game Time can't really.
It is. Game Time's about to get a lot of lings popping out though, and that's gonna help him finish off these wounded roaches.
And the Ravagers. Ravagers are terrible against the Zerglings.
Yeah, they go down a lot faster.
Right, you can surround them. The last Ravager does fall for Game Time, and that does leave him with only lings, but I think it's enough.
Oh, there's enough lings here, I think, for Camp.
Camp actually could have had the Ravager in the mineral line, but he mismicroed it, and the Ravager does fall immediately. And that might just actually, you know what, that lings...
Camp is starting to macro back up. I mean, Camp is...
even on workers, and Camp has already destroyed so much of the natural. It's like... Camp is definitely ahead at this point.
And he has Banelings here now. This is really Ling Bane war at this point, not Roaches, so those Bane's going to be able to zone out for so long. He might just kill the hatch. Oh, if he kills the natural, that's huge. He has more Ling outside.
I think it's over.
I agree. He is making more and more drones, but yeah, I think he's going to get the kill.
I can't believe
he has a lot of army just hanging out.
Right. And actually, that's very strange. I think he did a move and then he accidentally hit hold position.
Oh man! And Game Time with the miss rally here may even lose the second Overlord.
The good thing is Game Time made a little bit too many Overlords. Like he
did, yeah.
It's fine. He's not even worried about Overlords. But at the same time, you do want to have Overlords for vision. And if those both go down, I think they will both go down. Nope, he gets one.
Yeah, and any losses is losses still, so you really don't want to lose anything. I think that Overlord's still going down. Creep spread staying kind of right on the edge of the queens.
Very close, but I think you're right. It's dead. Now he has no vision at all of like any units, so this is really crazy. Like Camp's actually winning a ZVZ against Game Time. I'm just very impressed.
The big thing right now, look at the mains. They're both down to just 5 patches. So that's really forcing more distance mining going on now for Game Time. That's really going to hurt the economy. Because we're 11 minutes in. Yeah, and both players are still under 30 workers. I love ZVZ sometimes.
Just like the non-stop aggression from both of these guys.
It's insane.
Look at that huge army. There's no way. There's no way.
You know, +1 armor would do so much for either of these players right now.
True.
Those Banelings could make a huge difference here for Game Time if they get good connection.
Yeah, the thing is, like, usually you want in ZVZ you want +1 range to 2-shot things, right?
But with so many Lings on the fight, I think armor would benefit in that sense, right? Because now your Lings survive a little bit longer.
Yeah, they don't die to Banes. Yeah.
They don't die to Banes. They do better versus Lings and drones. Not that that's really a big concern, but... I don't know if he wins the fight here at the front, but he's going to get so much eco damage done back in the main.
Those Banes are actually going to go down quite quickly in the main. Yeah, that's over.
And it looks like he is going to win the fight. That's GG.
Very well played. GG. Let's look at... Let's see. Yeah, if you guys are just now joining us, thanks for watching. Please hit the follow button. We always appreciate you. Anyway, yeah, so it's best of 3, Gerald is asking, but I think unless it's the finals of the lower bracket.
Yeah, it's just the finals
yeah, it
that
is
are.
the finals. Yes. Oh. So Gerald is in the lower bracket finals.
He's in the lower bracket finals, yeah. So yeah, once again, of course, Spear going to be in the finals, and then either Gerald or Camp. We've seen Spear and Gerald a number of times in the finals. We haven't seen Camp before, though. This is the farthest he's made it through, so
I think so.
I'm kind of hoping he takes down Gerald just to see him versus Spear.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Although it's gonna be difficult. He does have a best of 3 to get through, and Gerald is no joke here. He's had success in the Platy-pro for many weeks now, and I don't know. This is very exciting for Kemp, but it does have a mountain to climb. Even if he doesn't beat Gerald, I'd still be happy if I was him. He gets like 3rd, 4th place, still $5. And yeah, I guess we'll see after these players veto what's gonna happen between them. Should be exciting. And this is a good moment to show you the bracket.
What's left of the bracket to look at?
Wait,
yeah.
my browser's a black screen. What? It's supposed
Dude, you got something up with your OBS. Like, it's not updated or something.
Wait, watch. I'm gonna fix it magically by checking like the SLI bug. If it doesn't crash on me. It's like not responding to my right click edit properties. Oh my god. I mean, I don't think it's the OBS. I think it's the laptop being severely like underperforming, like taxed, I guess. It's really just a potato that I'm working with. It's not like a real computer. Next week and the week after, it should be better. And in these following weeks, I believe we can start co-casting more. And I think the stream runs better when you got like another person observing and everything. Of course, this week has not been it's not been ideal.
This week's been a little bit rough, but it happens.
Right.
Ideally, it doesn't happen again, but
And the stream should show like all of the right things now. You see like the icon and everything. Although wait, now that I switched back to window capture, it's doing the same thing. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's because I had browser on. Oh, okay, so it's just the browser that's not working. That's fine. I don't care. I'll fix it later. Alright, getting started into Lost and Found. A PVT, so you do see Camp as a Grandmaster. That's North American ladder. I don't know how far exactly he is, but not bad. I know that like he's pretty good. Like I'm pretty sure I lose to Camp, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Camp's he's solid, but yeah, he hasn't really played a lot of Platy-pros. Hasn't gotten this far in them yet, for sure.
Yeah. And Gerald, very experienced veteran of the Platy-pro scene.
Yeah, been playing on him for a while.
So yeah, definitely favored Gerald here.
Actually, no, Z-Slice isn't. We don't see a lot of their players that far. Their Printf, he normally plays, but he doesn't get super far in.
Printf, yeah, yeah. I don't think he plays too many tournaments except for like WCS qualifiers, to my knowledge. Like,
yeah, he's not the most active.
No.
Also, shout out to just like players being confusing. Of course, Quasar Printf, and there's Printf, and
oh wait, no, you're thinking of Print SC, right? Or
Oh yeah, you're Princess C. Yeah,
yeah, no, Print SC
Print
is
F
a
is
mech
really
player.
inactive. Yeah,
Print F is a cannon
it's the
rusher,
cannon
and
rusher.
he's actually a good streamer as well. But
Yeah, he has a real solid stream.
he cancels the pylon, and he gets that reaction every single
That's a
time.
weird spawning pool
It's totally
placement.
worth it too.
Yeah.
It is. If he actually did cannon rush, I would hate that spawning.
That's so exposed, and he's just gonna keep.
Wait, is he? Yeah, he's just gonna keep tricking him because he knows now.
He
Especially
knows
with
there
that,
has to be a pool.
with that freaking position there. There's actually no way that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Now he has to pull because if that pylon finishes,
Oh, he let it finish.
he's just trying to trick
That's
him out
weird.
even more now.
That's not. I don't think that's worth it though.
No,
You lose too much money that way.
it's only buying you
And
10 seconds more, and you lose 100 minerals. And in 10 seconds, can 5 drones mine 100 minerals? Like, not
No.
really.
they mine 50 minerals a minute each. So 5 or 6 workers, that's 250, 300 minerals in 10 seconds. Maybe it's 50. It's not really worth it.
You meant in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute they mine 50 each.
Yeah, I know.
So
you,
in
but
10
you said,
seconds,
oh,
they
yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah,
They would get like 50 at most
I thought you
altogether.
were saying, like, you get 300 minerals in 10 seconds. And I'm like, oh, no, probably not. But yeah,
No.
in a minute, you would get 300 minerals, and then in
For
10
6
seconds,
workers, yeah.
you'd get much less. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably not worth that, like, especially since he saw the drones didn't back off once it finished. Like, maybe that's what he's hoping for, if the drones back off and then, like, you stick around and you get, like, another pull somehow, but they just killed the pylon immediately, and it's just like, that's totally wasted. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah, I think canceling that pylon would have been a lot better. Dep's gonna see what it can see. He should cancel that shade, I would imagine.
Yep, good cancel.
No
This
creep
is
spread
good.
starting yet,
No,
which is a little bit weird, I
usually Your
think.
second tumor starts the creep, because otherwise it might die during the depths. Also, he still
Yeah.
has drone.
Which I think is what he's worried about. I thought he was going to put down the tumor last time, but not a bad hold. Only loses 1 worker there.
Not bad at all.
Oracle on the way, and Overlord about to die to that Phoenix.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Print SC is in the chat. Hello there.
Supporting his teammate, because I think they are on the same team, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. They're both on that team. What is the team actually?
Yeah, Z-Slice. Yeah, they're both
Z-Slice.
Z-Slice.
Okay, so that must be like a Brazilian-based team as well. I don't know, but okay, cool. I didn't know that they were both on Z-Slice. I should pay attention to teams. Because, like, yeah, you do got a lot of players from the same team. Yeah, cool. I hope you enjoyed your game. Also, you were the guy that had a minute-long game. Or not an hour-long.
Like a 50-minute long or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? With Vivid.
Must have been fun, Print SC, gosh.
So nothing too crazy this game. A Warp Prism on the way. I mean, he has gas, so this isn't like a charge all in. Lair and Roachborn on the way. So just pretty much normal play so far.
Yeah.
He is getting charged in his Templar Archive, so yeah, it just looks like Joe's playing pretty much standard.
Yep. We do see a Warp Prism coming up.
No third yet, which is a little bit late now.
Right, I do think he's going to attack with the charge. I don't know if he's going to all in. It does look like he's finally taking a third base standard location so he's probably just going to put pressure on. Of course, if the Overlord doesn't spot, and there aren't any Overlords in position, having like a good warp in of charge lots at the third base, this might do a lot. Oh, he's gonna do an Archon drop. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense, I think.
He's missing a Templar there, buddy. Yeah.
He is. Oh, making a Zealot instead, that has to be an accident.
Oh, that sucks. I don't think he didn't think about that. Okay, now he's gonna find.
There he goes, yeah.
But it's a little
Yeah, that's he
delayed,
went
right?
up to 6 gates, so that is kind of more pressure heavy as opposed to 4 gates that they do when they take a third. That's why his third was a little bit late, I would say.
Yeah. And he might actually just attack with Zealots. Because like at this point in time, Archon drops are a little late. Usually, I think it's like 5 minutes generally.
Oh yeah, it's late, but there's not that many roaches out.
Yeah,
so I mean, this attack could do tons of damage.
Charge are so good against small numbers of roaches.
As long as they're about equal in count, they normally are pretty good. And yeah, another warp in here would do a lot.
We had this conversation with Charge being OP, right?
I think Charge Lots are a little bit too strong personally, but oh my goodness, the splash from these Archons.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
That's brutal.
That's painful. I don't even want to watch that, but...
Yeah, I really, from this point into... like, how does he come back from that?
Yeah, I mean, he's not super far behind on workers, but the issue is how does this attack keep snowballing? Because the Warp Prism... Oh, actually, did it? Oh, the Warp Prism went down. Okay. So no, he can start coming back from it, but he's going to lose some more workers here to these Archons. Archons are going to end up going down, though. He needs to recall. Yeah, that's a good call. Tunneling Claw's on the way. Burrow hasn't started yet, but Burrow takes less time to research, so he can still start it up. I'm curious to see how that goes for him. Actually, that could be really powerful. Unfortunately for him, the Adept in the Wall-Off is going to stop him from getting any roaches into the natural in the main. So, even with Tunneling Claws, he's not going to do too much, and he needs to get Burrow started sometime soon. But he does not win this attack here, I don't think.
No, I don't think he does either, and he's gonna commit to it regardless.
Yeah, Double Immortal gonna do a lot of damage, and he has the Archons there to kind of tank.
Thank you for the follow. So Z-Slice rule, I believe, can't really see you follow that right now. But...
He got the Oracle.
Oh, did he?
That's insane. I can't believe those two bots got the Oracle. A little bit of miscontrol there from...
Yeah, very nice. Lost the Oracle. Very good progress.
Good creep spread down on the bottom side of the map. A little bit thinner in the middle and the top, but really has a lot of vision out towards his third. And now Burrow's starting up right as Tunneling Claws finishes. That could be a big issue, though. If he sees the upgrade finish, which he may have, he has vision of roaches right as it finishes, so he might know to start getting like a cannon to kind of help deal with that. He is getting cannon up, but I think it's just the normal cannon you would get at the third.
Yeah, but that's sufficient to spot Burrow roaches.
At the third it is, at least. But for the natural in the main, he might have a bit more of an issue.
Yeah, you gotta see how he deals with that, how he defends it. Maybe he even gets like an observer or something, because he does have the robo, and it's always good to have that tech there. Look at that Archon Micro just going the other side of the roaches, just decimating, and the single Immortal gets picked off. This is actually like not that bad for camp. I thought it would be much worse for camp. He doesn't have like, whenever you look at Gerald's army, it's just like doesn't have like a lot of he doesn't have like a lot of tech units. He just has two Archons, which both went down. Oh my god! Like
yeah, he will save both these Immortals, but he might have spotted that Burrow as well.
Like yeah,
he's starting up an observer. He saw that Burrow, which means cannon coming down here in the natural.
I like that Gerald is getting some Templars not into Archons, which indicates that he either has Storm done or he's...
Oh, he has Storm. Yeah, he's used it a bit.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty good against any Zerg unit, really, until you get...
Yeah, and he has enough army here, especially with Storm to hold this choke. He should have an easy time holding on here. Brodoch is going to start moving in. Actually, the front door is open. He needs to close this. He needs to get a Zealot there, but the cannon is done. He's going to keep coming in.
And you know,
and he has an observer, so
on Burrow immediately. They could probably take out the cannon. I think that's what
Shield Battery's buying a lot of time.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Yeah.
Oh.
But they can burrow again right now if they're smart.
They can. Where's the observers at? There's observers somewhere, but it looks like they're not quite here.
He needs to make observers. Yeah, he does have one with the army. That's not bad.
Oh, it is with the army though. Yeah. So those roaches, I mean, they really can't pop up, right? And he has a cannon here in the main with the shield battery.
We're looking at small quantities of roaches. You know, if you're looking at, say, the Cyril versus a laser game that we just saw today, that would be a totally different story. You definitely need that mobile detection. Did you see that game? Like,
yeah, I did not, unfortunately.
Burrow roach fest, I will say. as both players made very good use of it. Look at this insane
Ooh,
micro.
some good micro.
Some
Not
very
saving quite
nice
everything,
Warp Prism micro coming out by Gerald. Yeah.
yeah, but gets most of the units.
He does get
Buys
most.
himself a lot of time.
Right.
Gerald's way up on eco, but he is floating a lot. I don't know if he gets +2 and kind of build his immortal count, he's in a good spot. But he needs to keep defense here at the natural.
What you don't want to see as a Zerg is a Protoss ahead in workers like Gerald is right now, and like this is super all in almost from the tech choice of Camp not getting any other units. He's really committed to the roaches right now.
He really is. Has he even made? I mean, he has Lurker and Hydra Tech, so
yeah. Well,
could do a transition, but the plus side is he's keeping the immortal count low, and there's only really one immortal production at a time. For whatever reason, I guess maybe supply blocks on Gerald, or
does he have 2 robos right now?
He does have 2.
Yeah.
There we go. Starts up a second, but yeah, he's been pretty inconsistent about it. And he really needs to have a ton of immortals out, especially if lurkers come. I like the choice of getting Stargate and Fleet Beacon Tech. He has the money for it. And Warp Prism's setting up to go do a drop, but the creep spread down in the bottom, like I said, pretty strong and good vision of it.
I like the trading here going on by Camp. He's getting rid of a lot of the zealots, and eventually, if
Eventually he
Gerald's not
gets the
careful,
immortals.
he might lose a lot of stuff here.
Oh yeah, gonna lose a few immortals here.
There's just not enough roaches. The roaches are awkwardly placed. There's a bunch of roaches at the third base there, not attacking. And like, although Camp is very similarly on supply, he could have traded much better. He could have been ahead even. But at this point in time, I think Camp is a little kind of falling apart right now.
Yeah, he's gonna start losing a lot of Hydras. Probably will end up losing this third, I would bet, especially if he gets focused.
Probably. It's going down now.
Yeah. Now, I don't like the Immortal being there. Yeah, I think he needs to get the Immortal out with the Warp Prism, but I think Gerald's in a really dominant position. He's getting more and more Immortals, and he has the Stargate tech. He has Fleet Beacon, so if he wants to get some Carriers or Tempests out, or in this case, yeah, +1 in Mothership, that's so strong.
Stargates as well, like, that's so good.
Yeah, 6 Lurkers being made, but there is detection, there's static defense.
This is
more importantly, there's Storm Immortal, so...
Yes, and the Immortals are great against
so
Lurkers.
Well, especially like if he gets the Mothership out. Now, granted, that's a minute and a half away, but if he gets that out, it makes it so much harder.
I think Tempests are a good choice because like they can shoot from so far away. They can just snipe all off of those units. And this is like the one case where I like Tempests because there's not that many Hydras. But as that Hydra count grows, you don't really like Tempests too much because like the DPS is too low.
Harder.
It's yeah, you don't want to shoot one versus one. But we'll see how that Tempest works. I think Gerald is so far ahead right now. He's doing a lot of stuff. Oh, these are hitting really hard. Look at the cannons. There's no
the Hydras are just going down. Yeah, that's definitely GG.
Alright, we got a 1-0 lead for Gerald. Going into
Camp just dumped so much money, and like he almost got good damage, but he got shut down way too hard with the roaches. Really, if you're doing burrowed roaches, you want like 6 in each mineral line, I would say. Because that's enough that you're killing 2 workers per attack, and
Not to mention you're killing cannons. Like, yeah, like 6 roaches is kind of the magic number. I never thought about that, but the fact if you have like sort of like the natural spread of roaches, and they all attack, you do kill about 2 workers every single attack. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's 3 will one-shot a worker if they're focus firing. The big issue is you get like a shield battery there, and you know they're not focus firing because you don't pay attention to them. So you got to kind of out DPS it. I think like 5 or 6 is the right number for that, but yeah.
Well, if they attack at the same worker, then you.
If they're attacking the same worker, but that pretty much requires focus fire. If you can do this in like 3 mineral lines, the damage is phenomenal. But obviously, it's 18-20 roaches being taken up.
I definitely think you could have gotten more damage done with like that better worker or roach split.
If he timed it better, he could have. But he had his upgrades getting seen. The burrow got spotted. Tunneling claws. It doesn't seem like Gerald realized, but he did see the burrow and he was able to start getting cannons and observers up and just pretty much shut that down.
Yeah, Gerald did a nice job. It is like kind of bad at first when he didn't have any observers. Is like, well, you know, cannons can go down. He didn't even have a cannon as natural, but eventually it all worked out because you saw that one moment where Camp tried to bust his way through the natural, and like he got stuck on a zealot, and like there was that one cannon that bought him so much time, and Camp almost got in there, but not quite. Definitely, it was actually close. Like,
It could have totally gone differently. Yeah.
I like how close that game was. So hopefully we'll see some good games, or another good game from these two players. As Camp spawning in the bottom or top right hand corner of Cerulean Fall, and saying good luck, have fun. Gerald, the red Protoss player, spawning in the lower left-hand corner. So yeah, this map has that strange situation where usually your third and fourth bases are not together. I heard a caster saying that today, and I was like, yeah, you know, that is a problem. As a Zerg, usually you want the third and fourth to be quite close, or at least in the same direction. But anyway.
Yeah. You know, it's not bad at all. It's such an open map. Honestly, I think is really favored for Zerg on that.
That was a mistake.
Oh, yeah, wait, he should not have lost that probe.
That hatchery is not misplaced, is it? It looked a little off, but I think it's...
No, it's not.
Okay.
Because it's the same distance from minerals to the gas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Nothing crazy out of either player.
Yeah, no, pretty standard so far. I mean, that probe going down was really the only notable.
And yeah, that's a pretty big mistake. I mean, it's nothing you want to see as a probe.
Yeah, because now he's sending out another probe to go scout, so that's just a little bit more lost mining time. Obviously, it's great if you can get that probe back to mining, but you're probably going to lose it while it scouts.
Oh no, I'm lagging out. You see this?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, we're back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Yeah, thanks for the follow, guys. So I can see that Fahrenheit and Kako TV has followed. So thank you for all the support. As you can see on the stream, we do have a follower goal of 500, which we're about 55% all the way to.
Good bit of progress.
Might take a bit, but any help is nice. Wait, yeah. So yeah, this probe is at third base, denying.
Yeah, and he also took a guy with minerals out, which is not that common. You know, kind of 5 minerals wasted, but he'll eventually get his third. Might be a pylon block. Yep, gonna be cheeky, but he lost the probe for it. Gerald, a little bit off on his probe micro right now. Other thirds already been taken, so this isn't like a huge deal, but
yeah, you don't want to lose a probe just to get a pylon down. It's not worth it. Of course, the
no, that's not.
If your probe gets away, it's a good.
And then it's a bit better, yeah.
It's worth it, but because like Lings kill pylons slowly. Also, you can cancel the pylons. So it's just like buying some time. I think there's an oracle on the map. Is there? Or no, he's going.
No.
Okay, so he's
Phoenix
going
first.
Phoenix first. Interesting.
Which is it's pretty normal. You get rid of the scouting. They don't know if it's Mass Phoenix or if it's Oracle or neither.
Right.
You can't keep them guessing. But Oracle now on the way. You might still cancel that though. You never know.
Yeah,
there
I'd
is
love
double
to see,
depth
like,
outside the net.
A real mind game. Wait, so I should update the score. So yeah, Gerald is up 1-0. It's the best of 3. This is the lower bracket finals. So the winner of this goes on to the finals. And,
yeah. And good bit of damage so far by Gerald. Gets a 5th worker there at the end. I would say that's worth the double. And it doesn't look like he's going to... Actually, I say this. Maybe he does still get another kill or 2 on Overlords. It's unlikely, but it's possible that Phoenix does that. And then, of course, the more important thing, he does have an Oracle moving out, but double Stargate memes.
We've seen this from Gerald before. And, yeah,
it's a strong build if you can control the Phoenix well. And he did pretty well with it early. So
This is what
Real
we
fast
what we
lair.
need to do in 2v2.
Oh yeah,
Some
2v2
serious-
me double Phoenix. No AA here yet. Spore is a bit late, so he's gonna get 3 kills there. Oh, maybe gets a 4th.
He does get it.
Yeah, good damage. Gets a 5th.
Possibly
Oh my goodness, that's
even
disgusting. Could get more, yeah. Catches a lot of rattling units.
more. Oracle's almost out of energy, but he's
Oh, he's gonna lose it though. Oh,
gonna lose it. He does get 2 more though. That's a lot of damage. I think I would trade that. I mean, not for 2, but for that amount. You know, it's not a bad trade for a Phoenix or for an Oracle. So,
yeah. You know, it's one of those things where it's like you can get so much value out of units as Protoss sometimes with good micro. Because really, with the Oracle, you come in for a stasis trap and you get some more mining denial. You catch transferring workers and you can get tons of damage. You don't see people do it because, of course, it is pretty micro intensive to be doing a ton of, but there's that potential there. So,
yeah.
more importantly, this is not spotted at all. Roach Warren's on the way, which really you want Bane Hydra more than Roach Hydra versus Phoenix.
Yep.
So we'll see when he does realize this. He has Lair Tech. Yeah, so he can get Overseers going across the map. Third's decently late, but on the way at least. So at some point, Camp will realize that and feel he's safe to macro up more.
Yeah, I think as a double Stargate Phoenix player, like that third base is about average. But
Yeah,
does he know
late
what's going
overall,
on?
but average.
Yeah, right. Like, he's killing a lot of roaches here.
Yeah, he's going to start picking off a lot. If he starts chasing them, they are moving across the map with these lings. Shield battery's already up, though, out of the third. Oh my, yeah, and he may be going to be able to pick off more roaches. +1 air's on the way now, and there's just more Phoenixes coming.
This is a very well-timed build from Gerald. Like, very well played by both players, but Gerald in particular is doing a very good job. Camp does.
Yeah.
It looks like right now he's just struggling to like get enough units in a clump to actually deny this third base right now. I don't like the streamed units. Sometimes as a Zerg player, you have that reaction to stream across units because you know it's going to buy time for you to get other units, but
like,
it's a bad habit.
Have
I think.
Hydra upgrades on the way.
Generally doesn't pay itself off unless you get enough of them or something. But like, yeah, these Phoenixes are just so valuable right now. They're killing so many things. And
they should catch both these Overlords.
Yeah, and when the Hydras come out right now, they're gonna kill them too.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful with the Hydras not to leave. But getting Queens picked off, he will maybe get a Phoenix right here with good focus fire. But yeah, gonna lose so many Hydras. And actually, I don't think he did get it there. I think an egg just got picked up also. Maybe I looked at that wrong, but I think a Phoenix lifted an egg, which I didn't think was possible.
I don't think that's possible.
I had to look at that wrong. Yeah, I'm on drugs or something. I don't know.
It's not the worst thing. As long as it's light stuff like pot, yeah, I don't know.
As long as it's light stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, there's a drug test, and then it kind of goes a bit worse.
Probably
Zerg units, you don't need drugs.
Inhaling too many Vespene gas.
I know it's a hard idea for Terrans to understand, like, because they're always hyped up on Reaper drugs and Stem, but Zerg, we don't need drugs. We have a hive mind, and that's our high. We just kind of see everything through the eyes of the Overlord, and then it's essentially we're high, right? Because we're up in the air.
As long as we're like maxed out and stuff, I'm sure it's like this euphoric feeling of like, oh my god.
When the moment when your speed upgrade kicks in and you get on creep, I'm finally faster than a charge lot. Oh wait, I'm not a speed link? Never mind. So Gerald though, 2-0, he's gonna go against Spear now in the finals.
Than the experience of the Kala being the unifying thought between our existence, as Artanis says. Wait, have you played the campaign? Because you haven't been playing the game for very long, so I wasn't sure.
Well, I haven't finished Legacy of the Void, but I've started it. Yeah, no, I would like the Kala more, except for you would have to be Protoss for that.
Yeah. And Protoss is Protoss. Screw Protoss. He's on ladder.
I say that, but I don't really ever play Terran. My off race is Protoss, so I can't say too much.
I think I'm better at Protoss than I am at Terran. Although I know some builds with Terran that are really cheesy, like the 2-on-1 and other things. It's not that the 2-on-1's cheesy, but the way I play the 2-on-1 is like all in Marine medevac, like don't stop. Who cares about the third base? But
Oh,
I'm sure some players will transition better than I do. Wait, so he's on the. So you're like friends with Spear because I don't have him at him.
yeah, I'm friends with him in game. I don't know how that happened, but
I guess
I feel kind of bad for him. He
You
was
cast him a lot. Makes sense.
actually, what was he doing in this game? It was only 3.5 minutes into the game.
I don't know. What
It,
he was
it was just like it looks like just a standard enough game out of him and his opponent. No, his opponent got a really fast forward. What was he doing? What the heck? Oh, this was not a standard game because he made a second Reaper at like 320. Oh,
He was in a ladder game.
Spear was doing Spear was
Well,
doing something weird in his ladder game. I've never seen him ladder.
He made double Reaper racks against one of our players earlier today.
Yes, but he only had made 2 Reapers within 3.5 minutes. But his opponent was also making 3 cannons and a shield battery.
Are you sure that he made 2 racks? He could have just gone one rack.
No, he
double
just went.
Reaper.
He went 1 barracks.
Okay.
That's what I'm curious what he was doing, right? He like
Yeah,
did
yeah.
1 barracks.
I mean,
He made the normal Reaper, normal factory. But then he starts up more and more Reapers. He's making a lot of Cyclones.
Oh, it was against Estrella. Estrella is very good. He could have actually
Estrella is really good, yeah.
just left the game being like, I gotta play a tournament. Like maybe he was actually aware of when he had to play and like.
Oh, well, I whispered him.
Oh, okay.
I told him, hey, Gerald is ready, so 10 minutes, and he just left right away. But
Oh look, he made a Cyclone in this game.
he made a couple Cyclones
Probably.
and a couple Reapers. So I'm really curious what he was doing.
It was an
obviously
all-in.
being
like he
aggressive.
never made a second CC. It was totally an all-in. I don't know what it was though.
Didn't he make a second? Oh, you're right. He didn't make a second CV.
made
Yeah,
one.
that was a 1 base.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I looked at the worker graph. I'm like, man, he was way behind on work. That's weird. But that explains it. I'm good at reading graphs. I was totally paying attention to orbital CCs. I was just like, man, that's a Reaper. Oh, that's another Reaper. I'm in a
Starcraft
3rd Reaper?
Wow.
Why does he have 3 Reapers so fast?
Yeah, I don't know. To grenade the stalkers out of position so my Cyclones can pick them off.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they do, so yeah.
I want to see, like, actually, I feel like this could be viable. If a Protoss, or if a Terran player makes Reapers in response to a Protoss push, just to counterattack. So the Protoss moves out, and you go in with the Reapers, like, what's gonna happen? Like, you go in with, like, 4, multiple Reapers. Like, I don't know, maybe it's...
And we're just trying to, like, bounce the army
This is
back
just my
forever?
my mind thinking up of. Yeah, you could bounce the army forever. Of course, maybe not forever if the Protoss doesn't take damage and then like make some cannons and then I don't know.
I mean, you can only bounce the army so far and so much of the army.
Yeah,
It would be interesting. But you have no DPS, so of course that is kind of the issue.
yeah. That is
Kind of like the idea of like massing sentries. It's like, well, I'm gonna keep them away forever until I run out of energy, and then I kind of just die.
Until the speed overlord with banelings flies over my army. Like players adapt. They think of ways to counter ridiculous strategies eventually. So I mean that was a thing back in PvZ. Like actually, you saw some Zerg players will load up some banelings and overlords with speed. And then that countered in Heart of the Swarm. There was a famous Immortal Sentry timing against Zerg on 2 base. And one of the responses was actually that you should actually drop banelings. Are you in a game? I'm not in that.
Oh, you're right. You're not in game.
I will just join off you.
Let's say I ended up on Reddit while waiting. But yeah.
Okay.
Thankfully, Gerald asked for a minute, and that works out.
Oh, that works. So don't have to worry too much. And this is the finals, guys, right?
Yes.
Alright,
And so Spear is going to be starting off with a 1-game advantage. Are you not able to join in?
Wait, am I? Oh no, it's bugged. I guess I'll relog. Wait, no. I think it's bugged though because like
Let's see if we can't
I was
get
Gerald
you
just
in.
invited me. I don't know if it's gonna work this time. Can you? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All
We're
right.
in.
Yeah. We're good to go. I'm gonna go to Team Liquid and click on the Platy-pro event and update the matches. Add match: Gerald versus Spear. Okay. That is updated. So yeah, if you guys are supporting Spear in the chat, press 1, and Gerald, press 2.
And if you're supporting the casters, you can make a light donation to us, and we'll use
Yeah.
it to further along our. We'll get like coaching for StarCraft, become better players, and learn to cast a little better, maybe.
Hey, I'm a Grandmaster Zerg player. I'll coach you if you make some contribution. Sure. I mean, hell, that sounds like
Little
a
this
deal.
for that, and
Should just put myself on Craigslist, StarCraft 2 trainer or tutor. Hey, some people do that and actually make money as well. There's a guy named Sasori. I don't know if you've heard of him. But pretty
never
good
heard of him.
Zerg player. Gives lessons.
Yeah, I've never paid for coaching before.
Same here. I don't think I would, but at the same time, I was really tempted to once. Look at this proxy from Spear. It's gonna be a Reaper.
I'm half tempted to, but at the same time, I know what I need. It's just kind of a matter of
if you
doing
know
it.
what you need and you're driven, there's no way you should get coaching. You should figure it out. And like you always feel better when you put your mind to it and you figure.
And
it
you
out
don't
yourself.
spend money on it.
For instance, I've never spent $1 on Hearthstone, but I have most of the cards because I just figured, like, I just did all the 1v1s and then all the solo adventures and also all the arena. I got like really good at the arena in Hearthstone, and I'd own all these noobs and farm their gold, and then I used all the in-game currency. Anyway, Hearthstone is not a game that takes very much skill, but besides that, just gonna be honest, I don't know, have you played Hearthstone before?
I played about 10 matches in it, and it kind of gave me flashbacks to when I played Magic the Gathering and spent way too much money on that game. And
hey, we're in the same boat there then. I used to play Magic. I loved it in like 7th edition and before, and then after that, not so much. But
I spent too much money on it. I didn't even spend a lot on it either. That's the issue. I'm like, man, I can't afford this. I've spent like $100.
it was like $10 for a card pack, or for a deck, and like $4 for 15 cards and
Yeah.
the booster packs. Yeah. Anyway, you can drain your money quick. This Reaper
It's
rush.
so easy. Reaper's doing good damage. The big thing is this factory. It hasn't been scouted yet.
This is gonna be
Now,
I
there
think
is-
a proxy cyclone.
Yeah, Zealot's over here. I like what he did with this pylon, by the way. He stops the wall off from finishing.
Yeah.
Real
and the-
clever, but he needs to get more workers
I don't
killed.
like the Zealot killing the depot. The Zealot could actually be in the mineral line. There's nothing
I mean, he is
there.
going to cause a supply block if he kills that depot. And he knows there's no factory yet, right? So he knows that's proxied somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. I just like the Zealot
It's not a
doing,
horrible idea.
thing. Like, the thing is, he's never going to kill the depot. There's going to be a pull of SCVs that he could be attacking anyway. There's going to be... Zealot goes down eventually.
With the Adept here, I mean, he will be able to kill all these SCVs. And that's the other thing. I mean, he did force him off him. I don't know if that's more cost efficient, but
Yeah,
he's
so
being
what I
irritating.
like is that he always kept the wall open. He can get in units straight to the main anyway, so...
Yeah. And he has, what, another Zealot coming across.
Yeah.
His Adepts did all get cleaned up, but he took down a Reaper for it. I mean, and he is going to get this pylon. Or, I'm sorry, that supply depot.
Yeah, that was that's worth it. That was a really good kill. There's a Cyclone killing a Stalker, though. This is going to be so hard to
It's
deal
going to
with.
get so many workers killed. And now there's a medevac to micro it as well. It's about to be popping out. Oh, if he gets that pylon, that's such a good pick off. And he's about to have a second Cyclone here. He might be able to save that one. Oh my goodness, the worker pull, though. Oh, the Adept gets it.
Really
Adept
nice.
stealing the kill of the workers.
Wait, was it the Adepts or the Probes?
It was the Adept that got the last kill, but he needs to focus the pylon. Nothing's there to defend it. Oh, micro the Cyclone Spear. Come on. You're losing workers on the other side.
Yeah,
And it looks like the Stalker is just gonna make it out, but the Stalker will die. Looks like the Zealot did get cleaned up on the other side, and now Reaper's coming to join the Cyclone. Medevac to add some micro. I think this is a hard position here for Spear because he has just the
I actually think Spear killing
Oh,
that
sorry,
last
Spear.
Stalker. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Another Reaper's about to pop out. He has another Cyclone coming in. Yeah, he's in a great position. I think Spear's won this game.
Me too. Oh my God. Cyclones are so good. You just see the ability to kill stalkers.
Yeah, I mean
very
Proxy
cool.
also. But yeah,
Especially
11
with
workers.
Proxy.
It's,
Like, oh, I only got to run 5 feet.
and Immortals will shut it down real fast, but Barrier's pretty good. No damage to the Immortal yet.
No damage to the... Yeah, he hasn't even triggered the barrier? I don't know. Oh, no, it's because of the
He
barrier.
triggered the barrier, but
He
the
has
barrier stopped all the damage. I guess he's just gonna try to get the next.
Is the mine gonna burrow? I think it will.
Oh my goodness, that's
There's
gonna zone the Immortal
no
out.
observer. Oh, well, no. The probe triggers
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Not a great use of a mine. At the same time, though...
No, but he really
doesn't
can't
matter.
afford to lose a worker. I mean, he's won the game at this point.
Yeah.
With the micro, he should be able to get the Immortal.
It was
Maybe.
a really nice kill on the Cyclone, but the fact you can't... Yeah, it didn't target...
Oh, and there's a
again.
Banshee too. What's gonna kill the Banshee? Right.
This is
Oh
where
my
that-
goodness.
That one
This is
Banshee
such a meme. Yeah. That's
Hey,
awesome.
We thought we thought Protoss could meme. Well, Terran is memeing right now. Spear just memed the crap out of Gerald right there.
Yeah, Spear. he memed hard. So that puts the score at 2-0.
Wait, he was up 1? Oh, because he's from the.
Because he.
Oh yeah.
So for all those watching, since this is grand finals, the player who stayed in the upper bracket the whole time starts off with a 1-game advantage. Player from the lower bracket's down 1. So since it's best of 5, score is now 2-0.
I misreported this score, so I'll just put 2-0 now.
Not too much need to update it, I wouldn't say, till it's done. I don't know. I never really update scores till a series is done.
Yeah, it's not like a big deal. Players can always do exclamation mark bracket in the chat if they really are curious. You can also do exclamation mark match Reno if you'd like to donate $1 for free. Although at this point, I think the coupon codes are used up, which actually sadly means you have to use your own money to donate. But you can still donate, guys. You can donate and give the players even more than $50 for this prize pool. If you want to support the Platy-pro Weekly, you can also donate to the PayPal address nistacular@gmail.com, and then that will go to the next week as well. Anyway, we're getting into potentially what is the last game of Platy-pro Weekly number 34, as we see Gerald, the Polish Protoss player, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Acid Plant, LE, versing the Korean Terran player Spear, who is spawning in the lower right-hand corner.
Once again, Spear has that kind of sketchy looking SCV moving out. I say sketchy looking, he's just pretty stock looking though, no cool skins.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sketchy. You can say sketchy. After
Yeah.
all, this is going to be more buildings on the other side of the map, really. That's all I can say. He had a lot of success to game 1, proxy reapering. So.
Tastos has put it really well back during GSO with Maru. Maru just kind of thinks the whole map is his.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's not really proxying. He's just building in a different part of his base. And I think Terrans have kind of, like, learned to accept that view in TVP. In TVP, the whole map is my base. So I'm just going to build wherever. Like, screw it. Why not?
They definitely need some boundaries, in my opinion.
As long as it doesn't start in TVZ, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Although I would like some variation. I would like to
But,
try
I
some
mean,
different styles of play
proxy-
in
why don't-
ZVT.
Why don't all Terran players do proxy 2-Rex? That strategy is insane.
The win rate's absolutely insane.
Right. I kind of butchered that meme, but you got the point. You got the point there.
It is
But-
a strong build.
No,
No,
it
no.
is. It is. Actually, what was I gonna say? Who came up with that meme? Was it Scarlet?
Oh,
Actually,
this is a really big supply block for. Or is it not supply block? Never mind. I was about to say the Zealot wasn't making That was weird. But I thought for a second Gerald had a really big supply block.
Yeah,
He's still
Zealots are not going to be great against this Reaper,
no, but you do need to make a zealot.
Oh, that was a sick block off there, because now he has to go... That buys him like...
Oh my goodness,
That
the
buys him
zealot.
like 5 seconds. That's really worth it. Oh,
Oh my goodness,
God,
the zealot's stuck.
is trapped.
And if
Oh,
he doesn't move the
The
rally,
stalker, the rally
be
point,
trapped
the
as well.
stalker is going to be trapped, and if
oh my
that's
goodness,
trapped,
he needs to
he's
fix
never
that.
going to kill the Reaper.
He's dead. Yep.
He's dead.
Like that. That's just pretty much game.
He needs to
Oh my
change
goodness,
the
fix
rally
it,
point
Gerald.
right-
Gerald.
Oh,
Okay.
the last second change. That was so sick.
That was
I
nerve
mean,
wracking.
that was so necessary to survive in the game. It's not even that.
Oh yeah, he lost if he
like,
didn't. Yeah.
Oh, it was 100% over. He would have lost to a single Reaper, and even the Zealot could probably get picked off like for free eventually. But yeah, it was just terrible.
Yeah, because especially then, like, he loses another stalker in basically every scenario till he gets blink. I like that he's doing a proxy of his own.
Yeah, me too. It's probably gonna be Stargate.
Yeah, I would think so. Hasn't put that in anything at home yet,
Yeah.
so.
You
but he
might
doesn't
think
have
the
a-
Zealot is trapped, but you can even get out with the Warp Prism later on.
Yeah, and once he gets a warp prism, he can get the zealot. But I mean, it's a zealot. He might just honestly like focus fire it down if he's not getting a faster robo and warp prism,
It's possible.
just to kind of open up supply.
Sometimes you do see that. Or
So I guess it's just officially mech play since he's still just blocking the Nexus. Oh no, he's actually killing the pylon. Okay.
Yeah, that's one way, but
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
only 100 minerals. Like it's the same cost.
Yeah.
But like,
I was about to say he needs to put down another pylon first, otherwise warp gate's going to be delayed a bit. His stalker's going to be a bit delayed.
he stops attacking it. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I know. Gerald realized what he was doing. Stargate's not quite halfway done, but it's getting there. Oracle could do a whole lot of damage. There's cyclones, but they might be out on the map at that time. So.
Yeah. That's a lot of cyclones too. That's 4 after these two pop out. That's gonna be very effective.
Yeah. So next is finally going to be started up for Gerald. Spear, yeah, he's just making his orbital now, so he will float it down pretty. And Gateway also in the proxy. Oh, so that's going to be real committed proxy.
He's gonna turn that once Warp Gate finishes.
Yeah, I can have a fast warp in point right there on that side of the map.
And
Not a bad idea at all.
Robo, I don't think he.
I think he's just going to forgate.
Yeah, he realizes
Essentially.
because of the Nexus delay, I guess he feels like he needs to do damage, and so he's.
I mean, there's 4 cyclones with a worker pool. Like, oh, that's just
yeah,
so brutal.
It's a stretch. He's gonna try.
But there's the opening here. There's no missile turret, so he could fly in with the Oracle right now. Do so much damage.
That
if he
might
gets
be
the
his
second
ticket back in.
Oracle,
yeah, that's gonna be one-shotting all of those SCVs.
close
So-
because it's 3 shots. But yeah, he could focus down Stim also though.
Wait,
and
is
that's
it-
kind of
is it really
off.
3 shots?
It's 3 shots for an SCV.
Oh, but not
For Oracles Oracles and Adepts. It's 3 shots. Banelings need +3 instead of +2 to 1 shot.
Against Terran, I suppose.
Against just Terran, yeah.
Yeah,
SCVs have 5 more health than probes and drones.
SCV's OP.
Which is, it's so bizarre. I understand the reasoning. I just think it's super weird. A lot of anti-air here, though, between the Marines and all the Cyclones. But that does mean the natural is wide open. He'll lose an Oracle for it, but he's going to get the bunker for free. Start getting some workers here.
This 4-gate might be really effective with the sentry there.
It could, yeah. That wall-off's going to buy him time. Workers are trapped, and I think he kept one of the Oracles alive. He's not even wounded.
You can use
So
it
maybe
for
he's gonna fly in again.
stasis. You can even fly in again. Yeah. Oh, the sentry goes down, and
that's a good
no
pick
more
off.
Force fields.
But there is one Cyclone that's already been picked off, and I think he could try to get another.
I don't know. He's microing
Be
it.
really careful with this
But he
engage.
loses a stalker, and he trades for an SCV, and I don't see it going quite his way.
He is starting to tech up. He's getting probes in Twilight Council. I mean, that put him ahead on that whole. And he could still do stasis traps in the mineral line if he wants to.
Yeah, he could.
It's not a horrible position.
Not terrible. He does have a lot of stalkers right now. That's enough to sort of kite back and try to.
Almost a one shot. Yeah, I mean, if he can
But-
deal with the Cyclones and the Marines.
Yeah, the stim is done though. Like,
Oh, you're right.
This
That's
prevents him
neat.
from running away. So like every time he stops, he's gonna be chased. So the micro right now needs to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and he's going into charge, so not going to try to do crazy micro with stalkers. He's still up on workers. I mean, if he can maintain that advantage, which he won't since he's not making workers right now, but oh, he's going to end up losing the Oracle and the proxy location.
Yeah.
Yep, Oracle goes down.
That
That's a lot of resources
sucks.
lost.
Yeah, we're talking about what, a Stargate that's 150 plus an Oracle's 250 gas plus 100 mineral plus another 250
It's like
mineral.
400 or 500 minerals. Yeah.
Look at
No
this
small
drop.
amount. And if he depowers this pylon here, I think another pylon's... No, the pylon's not coming up right there, so all that stuff gets depowered.
Oh, I just
A lot of
realized
gates,
I
it's a
turned off
robo.
the sound. The in-game sound might have gone off here, as I'm not hearing units. But anyway, yeah, we see this.
Yeah,
drop thing.
this drop's doing a lot.
Yep, that might be it. I don't
Yeah,
see
I
the
mean, he didn't...
stalkers killing the marauders.
No, and he doesn't have enough army to clean this up. So
No,
much of the production's depowered, and he's just going to keep
Yeah.
depowering more of it.
That's gonna be another victory for our Korean Terran Spear right there.
And another 3-0. That's insanely fast.
Definitely, of course.
He's been getting a lot of 3-0s here in the finals.
Yeah, we have been. It's funny because some of the leading matches leading up to the finals aren't 3-0s. I've even seen Spear come from the lower bracket.
Yeah, that's happened before.
And then
He's been
still-
improving a lot in the past month or so.
Yeah, I expect him to be making waves in other tournaments. Like, what's the next step for Spear? You know, like, I wonder. Maybe he's gonna start doing a Lima League. He could also do some of the like base trade tournaments or something. But he's definitely doing well for himself. I have seen him in other OSC events. He's very good. Yeah. GG's, congrats. Yeah, that concludes our 34th Platy-pro Weekly. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the follows and all of the everything. Time spent here. This week was a little different, obviously.
Casting was a bit different.
Yeah, casting was different. We had 2 casters, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back with next week. I don't know who's exactly casting. Hey, Andy, man, I see you're on the stream. If you want to cast, you're welcome to do so. Also, I'll keep looking, but yeah, I guess that's about it. Any last shoutouts?
No, I don't have any shoutouts. Been a blast to cast again. I'm excited for next month when I finally have good enough internet to just stream this and good quality.
That'll be great.
And I should have the time to do it every week as well.
Yeah, and I wonder. Let's see what's coming up. What can we host? It's probably like an OC event or something.
I would think OSC has something going on. Let's see. Let's pull Twitch up. Actually, they aren't doing anything right now.
Let's just we can just host game time. He played it.
Yeah, game time streaming. Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna call this call it a day, and I will end the stream and let the 3 minutes play out before I host. But yeah. See you all next week.
Yeah. Have a good one, everyone.